everyone, and welcome back to Little Pep Talks, your source for inspiration, motivation, and feel-good news. I'm your host, Ashley Tosh. Today, we're going to talk about how we are all doing enough. I know this can be somewhat of a controversial topic, but we do not have to fill every second of our day with seemingly productive tasks to be happy, successful, or fulfilled. So let me just say this. You are doing enough. Let's face it, there are always 10 million things that need to get done. Between work, housework, personal hygiene, kids, hobbies, our social lives, physical health, and our mental health, we could be doing something every moment and never check off all of the items on our to-do lists. And that is okay. We do not need to complete every task today. We do not need to complete every task ever. We do not need to push ourselves so hard that we lose sight of ourselves, our passions, or our hobbies. What would be the point? Who are we doing all of that work for? If you are constantly stressing about productivity, when are you going to actually enjoy the fruits of that productivity? Maybe you're having a bad day, week, year, and you can't keep up with the laundry or you forget to brush your teeth. Does that mean your life suddenly has less meaning? Absolutely not. You are keeping yourself and your dependents alive, and that is enough. You are giving yourself the rest you need, the rest you deserve, and that is enough. You do not need to earn rest. It is your right. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have goals or aspirations. That is the opposite of what I'm saying. What you need to think about is that if you don't try to understand that not everything is going to work out according to plan, that some days you might be sick and can't get all your work done, that you might need a day of just doing what can be perceived as nothing, if you don't give yourself grace and give yourself space, you will work yourself into a bad corner. If your best friend was feeling burnt out and told you they felt terrible about themselves because they had been working 60-hour weeks at work and felt like they were losing touch with themselves, losing touch because they didn't have time for their hobbies or time to spend time with their families, what would you tell them? If you're anything like me, you'd tell them to take a break and focus on themselves. So why is it so hard to give ourselves the same advice? Probably because we've been made to believe our worth is tied to how productive we seem to be to other people. But we can try to unlearn these behaviors. When you have a moment in your day to think, what should I do next? Promise me you will seriously consider answering that question with nothing, quote unquote, productive. Or I'm going to meditate, write in my journal, read a fun book, or scroll through TikTok. We all need this time to decompress. Give it a shot. And if you're currently in a place where you feel like you are just not doing enough because you think your house is messy, or you only brushed your teeth once today, or you fed your family boxed mac and cheese and chicken nuggets for dinner instead of making a meal from scratch, just know you are doing enough. Anything worth doing is worth doing part way. Your family is now fed. In 10 years, no one will even remember this meal. You brushed your teeth at all. That is such an accomplishment. Brushing teeth can be messy, time-consuming, tiring, or a weird sensation. Personal hygiene is important, so every little bit helps, and you still deserve rest. It is not an all or nothing situation. In fact, most things in life are not all or nothing. What side of the coin do you find yourself on? Do you overwork yourself and need to focus on saying, I have worked enough today, it is time for me to focus on myself? Or do you feel like you're not being productive enough each day and need to work on shifting your mindset and telling yourself, I am doing enough? Think about which category you fall into. What are you going to do today to work on your self-care? Take a 30-minute break from work and take a nap? Write a to-do list and work on getting a few items checked off before you go to bed? Let me know. Send me an email at littlepeptalks@sleepycat.media, and I might just share your story during one of the upcoming episodes. I hope to hear from you soon. See you next time on Little Pep Talks. What are you feeling good about today?